TV. I want to let you in on a little secret on how to make your life happier. I actually want to give you the key that will unlock new levels of existence that in your day-to-day life you never thought possible. And you may already be on that journey and not even know it. You may have that power in the palm of your hand, just out of your grasp. You may touch it several times per day. But just before you're about to launch yourself like a gazelle into Serengeti's plains of pleasure, you may unknowingly let that opportunity slip through your grasp. Over and over again, you may be experiencing failure to launch and remain in the mundane. Are you ready for the secret? Do you have that feeling in your leg like you're at the starting block waiting for the gentleman to hit the firing pistol? So you can run, you can have permission to run towards peace and pleasure and happiness? You ready for the secret? Buy Apple products. Now I know what you're thinking, this guy's a fanboy. And you might be right. But I'm also a true believer. So before you go apoplectic, first listen to my apologetic. Just as it's impossible to enjoy the fullness of the ocean by dipping your toe into the water, likewise, you cannot enjoy the felicity that Apple can give you simply by owning just one of their products. Yes, the iPhone is a technological marvel in communications and aesthetic design. Yes, the iPad, one out of hundreds of tablets, which has sold more than every other brand, make and model combined. And yes, the iMac, being one of how many computers, year after year after year, has been nominated PC Magazine's, of all things, editor's choice since its birth in 2002. And if it's true that video killed the radio star, the iPad killed the CD, and a whole lot quicker than the CD killed vinyl. These statistics are all very impressive in and of themselves, but by themselves, they are not as impressive as the whole that is created when you look at the sum of all of its parts. If you had a Samsung Galaxy phone, a Nexus tablet, a Roku video player, and one of those new Vizio smart televisions, you have 5 islands of technology that sit in an ocean of media. But this mission, should you choose to accept it, should you, as Morpheus asked Neo, take the red pill? If you should, rather than drink the cultic Kool-Aid, drink the apple juice. What you'll have is a smartphone and a tablet and a computer, a plethora of different devices that all work together in concert like a symphony, that after immersing not just your toe, but your whole being into these various information appliances that connect your world, the proverbial notes that they play as individuals will sound like the Hallelujah chorus compared to the cacophony that you currently suffer in dealing with disparate devices from dozens of manufacturers running different operating systems built for discrete purposes and not designed to work together as a cohesive whole. So can buying one Apple product make you a happier person? Perhaps. But buying all of Apple's products, becoming part of the Apple ecosystem, is where the magic happens. Let me give you an example. In preparing for this presentation, I sat down at my MacBook Pro and came up with my outline. Later, I went to Starbucks with my iPad, and I fleshed out that outline. Later, I was sitting in my living room with my MacBook Air, and started writing my speech. While getting my car service at the dealership, I reviewed my speech on my iPhone. Like a hobbit traipsing his way through Middle-earth, I was able to navigate the information islands very quickly and very efficiently, and retain all of my productivity. Lugging my laptop around and finding a place to sit, like in the old days, and having to set up and break down and get it connected to the wireless, I would not have been nearly as productive as I was with individual islands of information, and then copy them to a flash drive, upload them here, upload them there. So here's another example. While vacationing in Barcelona, my friends and I, all 5 of us, had our various iOS devices. We would visit the sights and sounds of the cities, and we would take all of our pictures. At the end of the day, I would return to my hotel, open up my laptop, and there's all our photos there sitting for me, waiting to edit in my movie editor. So we didn't have to go through the whole thing of connecting cables, swapping cards, copying it down. Make sure you don't delete it on their phone. It all works seamlessly together. How about productivity? One of our favorite apps, my wife and I, is a shopping application and a recipe maker. So so we can be creating our recipes for the week, add it to our shopping list. And while I'm walking through the aisles checking off milk and eggs and bread, she's like, oh, he's shopping. It actually alerts her. And she can be adding other items while I'm in the grocery store. Or walking through the aisle saying, oh, I wonder if I'm out of so-and-so. Let me text my wife. Let me ask my wife. It becomes a seamless shopping experience for the two of us virtually in different locations. Finally, this entertainment. From any of my devices, I could rent a movie or buy an album. And it's available everywhere. So I can be in my shower listening to the music coming out on my media server. I can be in the car listening to an audiobook. I can go to a friend's house and jack in my iPad and we can watch the latest episode of Battlestar Galactica that I purchased. All because we can access our content seamlessly from anywhere, not just dipping in our toe, but enjoying the entire felicity of the Apple experience. So in closing, when it comes to buying your next computer, tablet, or smartphone, it's my challenge to you, don't just stick your toe in the water, but jump in. And when you think different, your life will never be the same. Toastmaster.